Hey guys, today on Food with Dottie we're going to be making stuffed artichokes, and I'm very excited about it because if you've been following me from the beginning, my very first episode of Food with Dottie, I taught you guys how to prepare and eat an artichoke. So today we're doing stuffed artichokes. The reason all of this looks so pretty is because all of my ingredients were provided to me by Blue Apron, which is a super cool company. What they basically do is ship pre-measured ingredients to your house so that you can make some quick and easy, delicious, fancy meals and feel like a real chef. And all this stuff is just pre-measured and ready to go. You just have to chop it up and cook it. So they actually sent me 3 recipes. If you missed the past couple episodes of Food with Dottie, I did the other 2 recipes from the Blue Apron box. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. So this is the last recipe, and I've had this in my fridge now for a little over a week, and everything is still very fresh. So I'm excited to make this, and let's get started. Okay, we're going to start by preheating the oven to 475 degrees, and then we're going to get our ingredients ready to stuff the artichoke. I've already cut up 2 cloves of garlic, and I did one large bunch of parsley, and I also did 1 shallot. And we're actually going to soak the shallot in some champagne vinegar, in about 2 tablespoons of champagne vinegar. Okay, then we're going to slice up 1 pear. I'm going to do it in nice thin slices. First I'm going to cut it into 4ths. Okay, now we're going to start preparing our artichokes. We're going to start by cutting off the end so that they'll sit nice and flat in the bowl. Okay, we're also going to cut off the top third of the artichoke. Move this guy out of the way. It's going to look like this. Then we're going to start cutting the prickly parts of the leaves, the ones that didn't get cut with a knife. Just trim them up a little bit. Okay, now the hardest part is coring this thing. I've already done this one, but you're going to need a paring knife and a spoon. You just open it up. You're going to get right to the center of it. So eventually, once you've opened up all these leaves, you're going to come to this little like beak-shaped thing. And we're going to cut it out with a paring knife. It's going to take you a little bit. You're going to do that, and then you're going to start scooping it out with a spoon. You want all the little fibers and all the little spiky parts out of there. I've actually gotten pricked on my fingers by an artichoke before. My fingers have bled, so you have to be really careful. Alright, now we're going to put together the ingredients for this stuffing for the artichoke. We're going to start with panko breadcrumbs, which are essentially just Japanese-style breadcrumbs, and you can get them in the ethnic section at your grocery store. So we're using about a cup of panko breadcrumbs, and we're going to use 3/4 of a cup of parmesan cheese. We're going to add our parsley, about 1 of the chopped cloves of garlic, and 1 organic egg. I'm also going to add a little bit of salt and pepper before mixing it. Mix that together really well. Okay, now we just made the stuffing. You can fill your artichoke up as much as possible. Do the center first, and then it looks kind of pretty if you do each of the leaves as well. Kind of opens it up a little bit. So I have the artichoke in a baking dish already. We're going to add a little bit of water to the bottom. Just cover the bottom of the pan. Then we're going to cover it with tin foil, and we're going to bake it for 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so I have a saucepan here on medium-high heat. I put some olive oil in it. I'm going to add about 4 ounces combined of Maitake and Chanterelle mushrooms. They're fancy mushrooms that I've never used before, but they smell delicious. I believe Maitake's Japanese. I'm not sure what Chanterelle is. Sounds French. We're just going to saute these until they're nice and soft. I'm also going to add the garlic, the clove of garlic that we haven't added yet. Alright, once the mushrooms are nice and cooked, we're going to get them out of the pan onto a plate. then we're going to use that same pan to start making the lemon vinaigrette. Now in that warm pan, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of cultured butter. And then I'm going to add the juice of 1 lemon. I'm going to mix those together until it's all melted down. Then we're going to take it off the heat. Alright, once that's melted, I'm going to pour that into a separate bowl. And then I'm slowly going to whisk in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then we're going to add our shallot that's been soaking in the vinegar. That'll be our last ingredient. We'll mix that all together. Alright, I'm going to quickly combine all of our salad ingredients. I chopped up some friseé right here. And then I'm going to add the pear and the mushrooms. And then add your vinaigrette. You'll have some left over, but that'll be perfect dipping sauce for the artichoke. Okay, now I'm going to put the plate together. Put some of our salad on the side. And then we'll do our artichoke in the middle, like that. And then the Parmesan cheese you saved, be a nice little garnish on top. Okay, I'm very excited to try this. It smells so good. First the salad. I feel really bad for everyone out there who doesn't like mushrooms because they're such a joy in life for me. But that's how everybody thinks about me when they think that I don't eat meat. That's so good. I've never had a baked artichoke before. I'm definitely going to make this all the time. I've only ever boiled them. This is excellent. This is my favorite Blue Apron meal so far, by far. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of Food with Dottie. If you're interested in Blue Apron, check out the link for their website in my description. If you have any questions or comments about this specific recipe, let me know in the comment section below. And let me know your suggestions and send me your photos and Instagrams of the meals you make from the show. I'd love to see your versions of them. Have a great week and I'll see you next time.
Qué sonrisa, mi bonita.